Hey everyone, I am here with one of my Remember When design team projects that are done. I was able to get 3 little projects done out of the entire line of BoBunny's Isabella. And I still actually have quite a bit of stuff left, so, but the 3 things I made is enough for Remember When, so I'll end up making cards or something with the rest of the stuff. But so I made 2 12 by 12 layouts and a mini album, and let me show you the things that I used to create it. So I used, in a previous video and a sneak peek, I showed you the paper line for BoBunny, and let me just quickly give you a little rundown here. That's basically the colors that I had to work with. It's like this pink and gray, and I had some embellishments and stuff. So, as you can see, I still have quite a bit. I used as much as I possibly could. The distress ink I used throughout the whole book is the Tim Holtz Black Soot, and I also used a lot of spun sugar, black soot, and picked raspberries for my distress paints. And what you see on the screen right here is the little mini album that I created. And the mini album is die cutted out from the Sizzix, from a Sizzix die. And this is one that I got a year ago, about a year ago. It's album photo, that's what it's called, and the number is 657122. It's kind of really cool and easy to do. It die cuts out one of these, and then it die cuts out the binding, and then I just die cut it out a second binding when I cut out the back and just stuck it on the side like they did on their picture. But I created a little friends book. The flowers on the side, the crocheted flowers and the ribbon flower is actually is part of the BoBunny Isabella line, and right here is part of the jewels. I just stuck that on there. This was already on the whatchamacallit, the flower. Let me see if I turn this light on, if it makes it better. Because it's more light. Yes, it does. So the letters comes from the BoBunny line as well. This says friends, and then the little pearls are also from the BoBunny line. So the binding, as you can see in here, I don't know if you can see because of this light here. Maybe you can't see it now either. Oh, there we go. It's just a 1/2 inch scored on a 4-inch paper, and you folded it up, and then you stuck the pages within the little. You stuck the pages within the folds. There we go. You can see it much better now. So I used Helmar's glue to get it in there. I didn't use my glue gun because I wanted to be able to position it without it drying so fast. So I used Helmar's, and then I just let it dry overnight just so that I made sure it stayed. So we're going to open it up here. And this is the first page. Sorry, it might get a little awkward for me just because of the way the binding is. Okay, so I used a lot of the paper, the little tag things, and cut them out. And the layered chipboard is from the line. I didn't use too much else that wasn't BoBunny. So it just says, I wouldn't be who I am without these beautiful, strong, supporting, loving individuals. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So I just used a pencil or black pencil. So this page is my cousin Nicole. I had made up little banners that say friends, family, mentor, cousins, because that's what we are. Nicole is my cousin who is pretty much like a sister to me, and grew up looking up to her and stuff. She's about 6 years older than me. I really like, in all the pictures, because as most of you know, I'm a distressed, grungy kind of person when scrapbooking, so I took the Prima tool and scraped along the edges. The trim, again, I think it's Webster's. That trim is actually Webster's. Or maybe not. Webster's or Maya Road. One of the two. The letters are these foam thickers. They're white, and I took the Tim Holtz Distress paint and just daubed it on there. And that little envelope came with the line. I'm gonna probably have to redo this picture. I got paint or something on us, and I ended up scratching the picture all over, so if I can try and take this off without like messing up the entire page, I will fix our faces or do something. But yeah, I'll have to fix that because that just looks horrible. The thickers here again, but I did that with the raspberry paint. Some metal embellishments, and then I just wrote cousins on that little banner. This next page is of my friend Patty. She's known me since I was a little girl. She's actually best friends with Nicole. So I've added her in there. It's a simple little book. That's my best friend who I've known since I was 12. So I've known her for 25 years, and there's the thickers again. And then I used some trim down here with some of the sticker trim. That says Beautiful You inside. The next page is my friend Sherry. I've known Sherry for over 10 years. She is just this awesome person, and I just love her to death. We both love hockey, but our teams are like kind of big mortal enemies, I guess you want to say. But that's Sherry, but we don't talk about our teams. We value our friendship too much. This is Esther. Esther is a friend of the family, so she's really close to our family, and I consider her like family. So I just did some layering there. This is Carla. You guys all know Carla. It's Carla001. There's thickers here. I fussy cutted out this frame and stuck us in there, and then added some embellishments. This is Peggy. Now all of these girls in this are all scrapbookers or crafters except for Patty. Carla, Peggy, and Tanya, who I'll see. Oh no, I met Tanya before scrapbooking at Remember One, but I met Carla and Peggy at scrapbooking at Remember When, but we've become really good friends. And those are thickers with the black soot paint. And then the final page is of Tanya. I knew her before she bought Remember When. She's the owner of Remember When. And I think I've mentioned this before, but Tanya and I are both named Tanya. We're both Tanya Maries to that, and we were born on the same day, same year. So we were same age. We're both 5'4". I think our feet are the same size, except for she's blonde, I'm dark. She's white, I'm a mutt. She grew up in the Midwest. I grew up in Los Angeles. But so it's kind of cool. That's why the crafting world knows me as Ty, because Carla started calling me Ty, which is a family nickname, so that everyone wouldn't get mixed up between Tanya and I. So that's my little friends book. So I thought that came out really cute. I need to fix that picture. I'm going to have to reprint that picture. The next thing that I did was the first thing I had done was a 12 by 12 layout, and then I did the mini album, but, excuse me, I did this, I'm going to just move my camera a little bit, I did this, this 12 by 12 layout of me, and it says Living My Story, so that's what I called the layout. So I'm going to show you the bits that I did. Let's see. So I took one 12 by 12 paper and I fussy cutted out this part, and I took the rest of it and I layered it underneath. So this paper here and this paper is actually all one 12 by 12 paper, and I adhered it to gray basil cardstock. So down in this corner, I just used some of the BoBunny flour, and then I used actually this here and this here, and these here, and the banners up there are all part of the BoBunny packaging for the embellishments. So I just fussy cutted it out and added it to the page. In the spots where you see the glittered butterflies, those were on the chipboard piece, the layered chipboard embellishment pack, and I just put them over butterflies that were already on the paper. And then the butterflies that were on the paper, I crackle painted with rock candy. So as you can see here and here. And then in this corner here, I used the packaging, and then I used this layered chipboard. But I kind of messed up in this corner, but I think it actually ends up working. But I used the Prima chevron stencil. This is new. And I used the black soot, and then I think I put too much and it started to blend together. So then I took the pink, and once the black soot was dried, I took the spun sugar and I daubed over, and not in all spots, but in some spots. And then I got that effect. And then what I did is I took the stencil, and the paint that was already on the stencil, I just turned it over and put it on the paper. So then here is a frame that I took, and I distressed the edges. I fussy cutted here so that I can stick my picture in. I distressed the corners and sides of my picture, and then I crackle painted the butterfly. So that's that layout. Okay, so here is the layout. Here's a second layout that I decided to do, and it is of my cousins who are sisters. Shirley's on the left and Nicole's on the right. So I kind of had fun with this. This page was the last 12 by 12 page that I had, and the whole background is all pink. But what I did, and let me see if I can find a spot where you can see. Here we go. Is I took the Prima Donna Downey Distress honeycomb stencil, and I used the spun sugar pink. I used the spun sugar Tim Holtz Distress paint, and I filled in the stencil so that it just had a light background. It wasn't to be so that it could show up, overpower anything. So that's what I did on the back of that. Again, I used the packaging. These are Cosmo Cricket letters. These cool honeycomb things, and this little swirl is these new Prima Sade and Crystals. And so I used the swirl off of this one, but look how cool these are. I really like them. And then I used all of the honeycombs, but this is what the honeycomb ones look like. It's the color. Here we go. Here's some honeycombs. These are connected though. So I had just got these at Remember When the other day. So those are really cool. I really like those a lot. And I'm really proud of myself for actually buying them and actually using them right away. So, okay, let's keep going. There's some embellishments, the honeycombs. I fussy cutted out a lot of butterflies and put them on the page. And then I used this frame and fussy cut it out. And then I left this kind of area that's part of the background paper. Popped up some of the flowers. Used some of the jewels that came in one of the embellishment packs. And then this was a sticker frame, which I did 3 layers. I did this quote flat, and then I did thin pop-ups, and then thicker pop-ups to make it like 3-dimensional there. So those are my layouts and my mini book. So one product line down and one more to go. I have the Big My Mind's Eye, and then I have to design a make and take for next Friday. So coming up are pictures. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and thanks for watching. Until then, be creative. Bye.